got in late last night.
Yeah, I know I did. Come on, we've just got time for some breakfast.
Here we are.
Morning.
Hello.
Look, I'm sorry about yesterday. I did my best.
Hey, no, sweetheart, that's hot. It's hot, darling. You know what happens when you distract me?
No, well, it's not me that's distracting you, is it? It's the court case.
Yeah, well, it's hardly surprising, is it?
It's not going to be anything like as bad for you, you know.
Yeah, what makes you say that?
Because at least you know what you're going to say. Look, I'm sorry. Do you still want me to come to court with you today?
Yes, I would like you there.
But what does she actually say?
I've told you. It's not what she said. Well, let's just say I think she still may have a soft spot for me. But don't you dare tell anyone I told you that.
There you go. The condemned woman ate a hearty breakfast.
Not condemned yet. And if it does happen, you'll not be there to crow, will you?
We'll see about that.
Yeah? And as for Scott, there won't be no job for him up at Home Farm when I get back there.
You back there? That'll be the day. Well, you're not eating at home either.
What?
Well,
Oh,
beyond me how she can afford it. Coffee?
please. Ta. You all right, Charity?
So.
All the best.
Oh, cheers. Didn't know you cared.
Oh, sorry. Hi, up the what?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Not very safe for you, though, is it? Ah, no, thanks. Hiya.
Oh, careful. Sorry, I meant to wipe that up, but...
Oh, it's okay. I'll work it for you.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Look, it's Mummy.
Munchkin. Hello.
Oh, is she all right?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't she be?
Well, no reason. It's just that she's been at her mummy's the past couple of weeks, haven't you?
And Ludo.
Moo cow. Wee.
Oh, is there any coffee in that pot?
You can have this one if you like.
Oh, no, you're all right. I'll make some fresh.
No, really, it's fine. It's time I was over the road anyway.
Oh, you insist. Oh. So, what time's the bishop coming?
About 10:30.
This place is a right tip. Do you want me to clear up?
No. We're going to the church. And all refreshments will be taken at the cafe. I think that's reasonable in the circumstances.
And you and Mummy are going into Hong with Grandad to see if we can find you some new boots.
She does have boots.
Yeah, I know. It's just something to do, isn't it? I was never very good at amusing small children.
OK, I'm off now, Ashley.
Yes, I see you.
Does it fit?
It's a bit long. I've had to roll it over at the waist.
Oh, that's very tasteful. Understated. That's a very good look for the older woman.
Drab. And you can fit two of me in here.
Well, put this Mac thing on. Covers a multitude.
Trial continues today of a widow of a
Hi.
local businessman.
Hiya.
Charity Tate
come in?
is accused of murdering her husband,
Yeah.
Christopher Tate.
How are you?
Fine. You're about bright and early. Do you want to make yourself a cup of tea or something?
No. I just want somewhere I can sit in peace. When I woke up this morning, I wanted to crawl away and hide.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. Shouldn't be dumping all this on you. I'm just fed up with having to deal with a pub and having nowhere to live.
I thought you were living with Ashley.
I'm not living with Ashley. I'm just staying there because I haven't got anywhere else to go. And I can just about cope with being the last on his list after Gabby and Ethan and all his parishioners. But Bernice turning up has been the last straw.
Oh, well, I can understand how you might be a bit jealous.
I'm not jealous. It's just she's everywhere. You know, she's in the pub, she's in the vicarage.
On your territory.
Yeah. Well, not the vicarage. That'll never be my patch.
Well, why not if you and Ashley make a go of it?
Terry, I couldn't stand it.
Well, why are you with him?
Well, because I like him and he's kind and sweet. But I'm not in love with him. Never have been.
Does he know this?
I assume so.
Well, don't you think you should tell him?
Did you ever give it a second's thought? Did it ever occur to you what you'd be putting me through?
You ready to go?
Yes.
as if my mouth's out here.
You look fine. They'll hardly notice.
Oh, thanks. You would say that.
Yeah, but just think of the end result, eh? I mean, he'll be even more beautiful than you were before.
So you're both going out?
Yeah. Well, you can come with us if you like.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you before because I thought you were going to work.
I'm not going anywhere looking like this.
Well, you can't hide away forever till it comes off, Princess.
No, but I can stay at home this morning.
Well, if that's what you want.
Yeah, be a relief to have this place to myself for a bit. Excuse me.
The sooner I get back down south, the better.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's been fantastic having you here. Both for me and for little one, hasn't it, eh? Come on, my darling. Whoa!
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Mum seems a bit brighter today.
Yeah.
Any particular reason? No?
Well, from what I hear, she may be wavering a bit. Just somebody said.
I don't think you better say any more.
All right. Just thought you should know.
Well, it wasn't me. Must have been somebody else.
Take no notice of her. That's her, all right.
You can't stop me coming in.
Madam, if you enter that courtroom, you'll be in contempt of court.
Mum, what on earth are you doing?
You don't know me.
Mum!
You'll get 30 days.
I've left my phone at home today.
I'm sorry, madam.
Don't worry, love. I'll take notes for you.
No notes allowed.
But she's got my clothes. Can I just go in and get my clothes?
Mum, will you just go home?
I can't go home dressed like this, can I?
I appreciate that you felt you had to do the funeral, but there's no need for you to rush back to all your parish duties. You have Ethan. You're to make good use of him.
Oh, I will. He's doing a good job.
I think you should know, Bishop, that this young man gave an excellent sermon the night of the storm.
I'm delighted to hear that, Edna.
And this is the young woman who kept the vicar alive while they were cutting him out of the car.
That's nothing.
Good to see you again.
Hello.
Did you want something, Laura?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, it's just that I've seen Bernice leaving the village with Gabby.
Yes?
Well, I know she's going back down south today, and I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Thank you, Laura. She's not leaving till tonight. She's just taking Gabby out for the day.
Oh,
I wonder if you'd mind going on ahead to the church,
Sorry.
Ethan.
Some of my business.
Yes, of course. Thank you for telling me, Laura.
Hello? One of Edna's hats? What on earth for? Certainly not Mrs. Hope. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
So, Bernice is back.
Only for a visit.
No plans to get back together?
No.
And what about the other one? Louise, is it?
Yes.
She's living at the vicarage now, or not?
Yes, but only till the repairs are finished at the pub.
How does Bernice feel about that?
It's none of her business.
But it is the home of your child. You see, from where I stand, there seems to be something of a pageant of women passing through the vicarage, and I'm not sure it's altogether seemly. It must be very confusing for your little girl, and not the best example for Ethan. You know, an impressionable young curate.
Ethan is a grown man.
Yes. But we also have to consider your parishioners. Are you planning to regularize the situation?
Are you asking me if I'm planning to marry Louise?
Are you?
No. I can't think of a less likely wife for a vicar.
I saw no sign of depression or suicidal tendencies in Mr. Tate.
Nevertheless, it is true to say, is it not, that Mr. Tate declined chemotherapy and radiotherapy?
Initially, yes.
Which suggests that he wanted his death to come sooner rather than later.
Possibly. though I formed the impression he felt that the short time by which the treatment might extend his life did not warrant the side effects.
Oh, for goodness sake, leave me alone. Hello, vet surgery.
Nicola, is that you? Listen, I want the number of Laurel's mobile phone.
Well, I can do better than that. Just a minute.
Laurel! Oh, this is a bit of luck. Listen, I know you're coming into court later on this morning. There's something I need you to bring for me.
Hiya, kid. You're doing great.
I haven't said out yet.
No, I mean the case. Oh, and Aunt Debbie tells me you went to see a certain somebody last night. It's all right. There's nobody here. So is it true? You've got a nerve, you. You're telling me next that you came on to her. You never. You're unbelievable, you are. She could have had you run in.
No. I always knew if I could get her on her own. Going around. She's got the odds for me.
I wouldn't touch her with a barge pole, not after the way she's treated you.
Yeah? Well, right now I'm pretty desperate. And at this point, there's not a lot I wouldn't do.
They're Betty's. I didn't want to ask her.
Things are getting on very badly. So much so that when Chris went to Leeds to see this specialist about his headaches, he didn't tell Charity where he was going or why. Charity was very angry and shouted that she would kill Chris.
What's happening? This is Terry's statement they're reading out. What took you so long? Oh, Viv wanted me to bring some things for...
Louise. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
No, but you... It's not that I don't think we have some sort of future.
Yeah, but Ashley, you're right. You know, I'm not cut out for a life of whisk drives and jumble cells with Edna Birch. And I'd make a terrible stepmother. Why don't we just quit while we're ahead, eh?
Oh.
No, Ashley, we're not right for each other. I've known it for a while. There is one thing, though.
What?
Well, you know, it's going to destroy my street cred if everyone finds out I was dumped by a vicar.
Oh, well, we can't have that. Do you want to say you dumped me?
Yeah. I did, didn't I?
Yes, of course. You did.
Thanks.
Zoe Tate.
Last. This is going to be interesting.
I wonder what she'll say.
Take the book in your right hand and read the words.
She could say anything, couldn't she?
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That's the Bible you're swearing on. You remember that.
I will have no more interruptions from the public gallery.
Just think how nice you're going to look when your teeth are straight.
Yeah, but it's hardly a turn-on, is it? Having a mouthful of steel.
Have you told Simon yet?
No.
I'm sure he won't mind.
Ah, Ethan, there you are. Glad I caught you on your own. No, don't stop eating. I just wanted...
Can I get you anything?
coffee, perhaps. I just wanted to ask you. The evening that Ashley had his accident, I've never quite understood what happened. Wasn't he meant to be taking a service?
Yes, he was.
And you stepped in?
Yes.
Was this, By arrangement?
Well, we both knew he was likely to be late, yes. The bishop was just asking me about the service on the night of the storm. Whether we'd planned that I should take it.
Really?
I said that you'd warned me that you might be late.
Right.
Well, it's fortunate that you had such a good deputy.
Indeed. Providential.
Miss Tate, could I ask you to describe your brother's state of mind during the weeks leading up to his death?
He was coping. But of course he had a lot to come to terms with.
Could you elaborate?
Well, the news of his illness, he was obviously very upset. Especially at the thought of leaving his son an orphan.
Did he ever discuss the outcome of his illness with you?
Only that he didn't know how much longer he had. That he had to make the best of the time that was left to him.
Did he ever mention the possibility of taking his own life?
No. Never.
You knew him very well. Was this a course of action you think he might have considered?
My lord, my learned friend is leading the witness.
My lord, Miss Tate was the person closest to the deceased. I suggest she might well have known if her brother had been brooding on taking his own life. Proceed. Could you answer the question, please, Miss Tate? Did you ever think that your brother might have been privately thinking of considering suicide?
Certainly not. My brother was not a quitter. And I have never seen him more positive in all his life than in the days leading up to his murder.
No further questions, my lord.
Miss Tate, you told my learned friend that your brother was extremely upset when he discovered his wife was having an affair with Cain Dingle.
Yes, he was very wounded.
Was he angry?
Anyone would be angry in those circumstances.
Yes, Miss Tate, indeed. Angry enough, perhaps, to seek revenge.
The only revenge my brother was planning was to divorce his wife.
Well, that's TJ off to sleep.
Good.
Is it? He'll be up all evening. You all right?
Yeah, think so.
Very quiet.
I just feel like I should have gone to court.
For Charity or Zoe?
Well, for both. For justice. Do you think I'm too late?
Yeah, of course. Anyway, you're not well enough.
Well...
Terry, no! The doctor said you were to avoid all stress, and you heard what happened to Scott yesterday. You're not going. Want to put her in the boot?
Hello, you're back.
Yeah, and we got the boots.
Great.
Ashley, are you all right? You look bushed.
Yeah, I'm fine. A bit tired, that's all.
You're doing too much.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Will you sit down and I'll make you a nice cup of tea?
Isn't it time we were getting off? You've got a long drive.
Oh, another half an hour won't make much difference.
I think you
Actually,
might have been right
thinking-
about it. You first.
Well, seeing that you're not able to get around properly yet,
Yeah?
I was thinking maybe I could take Gabrielle back with me for a bit.
No. You've done enough.
Yeah, well, I'd like to. You're never going to be able to manage a toddler and crutches.
You sure?
I'm positive. We've been getting on really well, and it's good for her to spend time with me.
Well, in that case, thank you very much.
Lastly, Miss Tate, I'd like to turn to your relationship with Mrs. Tate, your sister-in-law. You were very close at one time, I understand.
Yes,
Well, would you like to expand on that?
not really. We were good friends.
Is that all?
She was very helpful to me when I was ill and when my baby was born.
I think that's a bit disingenuous, Miss Tate. Isn't it true to say that you also had a relationship of an intimate nature with the accused?
That was before she married my brother.
Nevertheless, she rejected you in favour of your brother. The jury may feel that colours your judgment.
On the contrary, I was very fair with her. The only interest she had in my brother was his money. She knew she had to kill him before he got round to divorcing her.
You two-faced little bitch.
That's her opinion. That is not evidence.
Promised.
Silence! That's never evidence.
If you do not sit down immediately, I will have you removed from the court.
Maybe the jury should know that she started out life as a common prostitute, brought in to service my brother.
Miss Tate.
Past form shouldn't come into this.
Remove that man from the courtroom.
You don't listen to her, right? Because she's off her head. She only went and set fire to village church, didn't she?
Go on, kid, you tell her.
And they had to have your section, didn't they?
Silence!
She's a monster. My brother was terrified of her. She's been stalking me ever since she got out on bail.
Little psycho! Do you know something? You're worse than your brother!
Last night she forced her way into my home. She browbeat me. She tried to seduce me.
Yeah, didn't have to try very hard, did I, Zoe?
Silence!
Anyone else who speaks while I am speaking will be held in contempt of court. This is a court of law, and this slanging match is most unseemly. Neither the defendant nor the witness will speak again unless asked a question. Is it true that you visited the witness in her home yesterday evening?
Yeah. Because she invited me.
I did not.
I told you to be quiet!
It is clear that feelings are running very high. The court is adjourned until tomorrow morning, by which time I hope that you both will be in a calmer frame of mind.
The court will rise.